Hi, welcome to Simply Scrapping, and it's day 6 of Off the Board, and this is my inspiration for today, coloured doilies. I have a heap of doilies, so when I saw this I went, yep, I should be able to colour them myself. It should be a pretty easy process. So I just got 2 little spritzy bottles and filled them with alcohol rub, which is isocol alcohol rub. You probably know it from, when you've got a wound or something and your mum or something's put it on your wound. I'm not sure actually if it's used for that. Is it? Oh, I've only ever used it in crafting. Anyway, and then I just added, I don't know, about 6 drops or more of re-inker. So I am using from Stampin' Up! The Highland Heather and what's the other one? Something Fig? No, I can't remember the other one. They're retired colours anyway, I think they are. And just put that in the bottle, shook them up a little bit, and then spritzed the doilies. Then I dried them off with my heat tool, and they don't take that long to dry really. And I went over them, the Highland Heather ones, which are the paler ones, I went over them twice because I wanted a little bit deeper colour. So it worked out really, really good, and I was really surprised. The only tip is don't try and pick your doily up when it's wet because it could fall apart. So I just left them where they were and then used the heat tool to dry them off. And like I said, they didn't take very long to dry. Now, a point about what I'm doing here. Oh dear. That black mat is just a barbecue liner that I got from Bunnings. It's not any special sort of mat. It's what I use when I use any paint or anything messy like that, so I don't wreck my desk or the surface. But recently, or a month or so ago, I put that blue mat on top of my desk because my desk is slightly shiny and it used to reflect. So I put the blue mat on there and went, well, that's good, that doesn't reflect now, forgetting that you really shouldn't heat it, because when you heat it, it bends and warps. So that mat that I'm using, the black mat, is not a heat conductor. I mean, it doesn't stop the heat going through from the heat tool to the blue mat. So I created a nice little bubble bit on my blue mat from using the heat gun. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So that is how simple it is to colour these doilies. And I'll come back in a second and show you what they look like when I'm done. Okay, so here they are, all dry. 2 mauve ones and a slightly darker one. So this is what I'm using. They're the doilies. I've got some buttons the same colour as that darker one because I've got nothing else here that is that colour, so I needed to bring a bit more of that colour in. I also have 3 sticky back pearls. They've got like a silver rim around them. I found them in my stash, went, well, they'll work as well. And then just some other pearls, some gold leaves. I've already picked out my title, which is thank you, and the XOXO, and then some horseshoes because I don't know where else I'm going to use them, and they tie in with the photo. I've got a banner, die cut banner, and some gold bows to put at the end of the banner. And then the other embellishments I'm using are the vellum stickers from Uniquely Creative. I also have another packet of Uniquely Creative die cuts or ephemera pieces. I don't know if I'll use them. I've just got them in case I need them. I have a 12 by 12 striped piece of cardstock, which is going to be my backing. Then a piece of white cardstock on top of that, which I have trimmed 1/2 inch off 2 sides so that it will have a nice border around it when I put it on the diagonal paper. And I haven't actually talked about the photo. The photo is of the Monopoly game of the Queen, and I am a royalist. I just love the royal family and the pomp and ceremony and all the rest of it. So after she passed away, we had this Monopoly game. I've had it for a while. My husband bought it for me a couple of years ago, and we've never played it. And then after she passed away, I went, all right, let's play it. Like, it'll probably be worth a lot more in future if I hadn't have opened it. But it's not a rare thing. Like, you know, it's not like they only made 100 of them or something like that. It's not rare. So it, you know, it's just a standard board game in the end. And so we decided to open it and play it. And then I thought, well, I need to scrap that. Like, I need to tell the story of how much I love the Queen and how sad I was when she passed. So that's what this layout's going to be about. That's what this journaling is going to be about. All right, so what I'm doing is basically I had a strip of patterned paper that I've put down the side. I think that was 4.5 inches by 10, possibly. I can't remember what I cut it to. And I am vaguely following a sketch that I pulled out from Page Maps, and I don't even know what year it is because I've put it away. I'll see if it's on my desk. Oh, here it is. It's from April 22. I sort of roughly copying a sketch from there. So then I just put the photo down, put the doilies down, and then I'm just sticking on the vellum stickers around the edge of the photo. And I'm not going to put a terrible lot on this layout. I just sort of want it around the photo and intentionally leaving a lot of empty space around it. And the reason I have thank you is because it's like, well, thank you for your service, ma'am. Like, a whole lifetime of serving people who, you know, it's just amazing the dedication you need for that job. And like, I hate small talk, and like, her days would have been filled with making small talk with strangers, and that would be my worst nightmare. So hats off to anyone who can do that. So I'm just using a mixture of the purple and the white flowers around the bottom. And I tell you, these vellum creative cuts from Uniquely Creative, I love them and I love using them. And I thought I had a solution of getting the back off easy. But the last couple of times I've tried, it's just not working for me, and I'm getting really frustrated. So I use what I call my poking tool, and I used to just like lift the plastic up really easy off the back. But I don't know whether my eyes are getting worse, I'm getting older, I am struggling with it big time, and it's really frustrating me. So I think I'm going to get to the stage where I'm leaving them on the plastic and just using glue or something to stick them on with, because it is frustrating me big time trying to get those backings off. If you have a hint or a tip on how to make it easier, let me know. I don't know whether it's just this batch, because this is the collection I use for my collection obsession in what month though? In June, and I had lots of troubles then as well. So I don't know whether it's this batch, they've changed manufacturer, I don't know, but causing me lots and lots of grief. And I even had to get out you can see them laying there, I keep swapping glasses. I've got these ones, you can get them from the chemist, they're like 2.5 times, and I use them for my cross stitching sometimes, and I had to get them out and use them to try and see what I was doing to get the backs off those vellum die cut, the creative cuts. Anyway, so at the top I've just glued on the banner, putting the gold leaves on the edges of it. I needed to bring gold in because the thank you is gold, and I've got the gold horseshoes, and my heading here, EXO, well, it's not really heading, it's a little subheading, even though it's bigger than the heading of thank you. So I wanted more gold, so the gold horseshoes fit the theme, and plus the Queen loved horses, so I thought they fit as well. And then I've got a die cut heart down the bottom with the flowers around that bottom right corner. I'm just adding another small cluster up the top left of a heart and another flower, and then another horseshoe will go up there. I didn't use any of the creative cuts, like the cardboard cuts. I was just happy with the look from the vellum ones. Then I'm putting on those 3 little buttons. They are years old from Stampin' Up, And I wish I could remember that colour. Something fig? No? I don't know. I can't remember what it is, but it's retired anyway. And then I'm just popping on those self-adhesive pearls, which surprisingly still had a bit of stick to them. So I didn't have to use any glue for them. And then I had these gold leaves, like a material leaf. And I thought, well, gold, I want more gold, because when I think of royalty, I think gold, jewels, bling, and purple is the colour of royalty. So then I thought, well, they don't really go under the vellum flowers, so I sort of put them on top, and I just tucked a few here and there. Now these letters XOXO from, I don't know, a embellishing packet somewhere, but they had next to no stick on them, so I put something on near them and one of them moved, so I went, okay, you need to be stuck down, and then realised that, well, the horseshoes are from the same packet, so they're going to have to be stuck down as well. And these gold leaves, I nearly didn't use them because for some reason the glue, they wouldn't stick with the glue. So I just grabbed some, what are they called, glue dots, and that worked heaps better. And then I was able to tuck them under. Now they're not under the vellum flowers, they're just next to the vellum flowers, but they're tucked under the photo. So they sort of just look like another leaf, sort of go in the wrong direction from the flower, but anyway, who cares? It just adds a bit more bling. And you never have too much bling. So just adding the last of those leaves, and then I think, what do I do after this? I think I just scatter some pearls around, and that's about it. So yeah, and look at this packet of pearls. I've had this packet in my container of where I keep all my enamel dots and things for years, and it's got like one row plus 2 little pearls on it, and it's like, why did I just not finish that by now? Like, that is ridiculous. So anyway, it's finished now. Yay. So I made sure I put every single pearl on there. I don't know, there's probably about 12, but they're tiny ones, so they're scattered around. So that is my page, and I really hope that you have liked it. Don't forget to check out the playlist below for everyone else playing along. If you have liked this video, please give me the thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing and hitting that notify bell so you know when my next video comes out. Thank you so much for watching, and have a scrap happy day. Bye bye.